Hello! Wait, hold on. Yes. Yes. Magical music, yes. Magic music time, yes. Now is the time for the magic music, yes. Look at that giant thing fly through space with that giant disc on the front, yes. Now flip that switch, and boom, he disappears into the ether. No one knows where he went. All they know is that he went very fast in that one direction, and then soon in many directions. You should overlay the theme music from The Expanse over the intro. Wait, which one? Which season? No one would notice. Alright, that was funny. Oh, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Look, it's a stone chair in the middle of a goddamn city. That's my favorite part of this. It's a stone chair in the far distant future in the middle of a city. It is close enough that anything other than the algorithm wouldn't know. Well, that's the problem. The algorithm would know. What's making his cape flow at that point? The Expanse had the same intro every season. Oh, did it? Okay, I don't remember that. Like, look, I enjoyed The Expanse for what it was, but, I mean, there is a limit, right? I enjoyed The Expanse. I think that the first few seasons are the best. Oh, yeah, there you go. Boom! Right in the face. Hell yeah. And then drop a nuke. Drop a nuke! Hell yeah. Crash a spaceship into the frickin', you know... Alright, so I guess that was the intro showing you where the Argo was. I just realized that. Look, I'm not an idiot. I like the first three seasons. 1 and 2 were the strongest. No, I agree with that entirely. Look, the fact that they didn't actually continue on with the alien, I guess, idea kind of made me angry. And now they're kind of, well, where they left off, not where they are going, but where they stopped, was they just completely wrote out the aliens and just got rid of them. Like, that was the whole point of The Expanse, is that there's an alien race out there that's been wiped out, and the other race that wiped them out is still out there. It's just not where you think they are. Well, you can... See, here's the thing. You can have a political drama in space with all of that stuff. Like, that actually can make it really good. You know, I would say Game of Thrones' overarching story of you have these petty squabbles that happen in the South, while a greater obvious threat is in the North. It's just that nobody would believe it, right? It's the same kind of story. No one's going to believe that the undead are going to attack from the North. It's like, oh, yeah, but, you know... Hold on. We have one selected. I'm not supposed to share this, but Morgan Kell, content manager. He needs my expertise to study a rare piece of lost tech. Slowed down the Morgan Kell. I know he's living a living legend. Dr. Murad smiles with it. Unfortunately, there aren't $500,000, 10 mech tech skill. Let's do it. Let's see what we get. Two double heat sinks. Ooh, god dang, negative 10 tech points. Oh god, okay, repairs are going to be a bit rough. Jared, no one ever expects the Germans to go around the Maginot Line. Star Wars is a good example of space travel. No, it is. That's all it was, though. The war aliens was far more interesting than the PO people, the PO people in the system are revolting. No. I get that. I get that. However, you can do both. Like, that can be the overriding, like, tension of the story, is you have, like, the main hero saying, no, you don't understand. Like, this is a big deal, and everyone going, no, and then at the end, you have this this unification moment, but I don't know how the actual story goes. I've been wanting to read the books, I just don't know how the story goes, so I don't know really what happens. No, the Belters need to fuck off. No, I hated the Belters. The god dang, like, just, look, okay, I'm sorry, Jamaicans in space. It's funny. It's really funny. However, there is a limit. Well, voila. Look, every time I heard well, voila, I just wanted to laugh a little bit, and I felt bad, and then I realized I shouldn't feel bad. It's still funny. How are you doing tonight, Jared? How are you doing tonight, Three Dog? The Senate and corruption, and why no one person should have power. Fine. Well, there are things you... Okay, so... In the event of, I don't know, an overriding massive threat that's going to wipe out all of humanity, because you keep poking it in the goddamn eye. That's a fascinating thing to me. I actually like that, is that there are beings in between dimensions that when you piss them off enough, wake up, and then decide to come and show you what actual power is. That's an interesting point, and I like that. The problem is that they just dropped it. They just got rid of it. They just decided not to do it anymore. And as funny as that is, it is rather disappointing and a little bit on the annoying side. Ooh, team building movie night. The beings who made the super particle get wiped out by something scarier, and then they're like, it'll be fine. No, exactly. It's 100% right. What was that joke that was told by the senator? The Capitol building could be on fire, and they still wouldn't agree on to put out the fire bill. See, the thing is, though, the people that say that, you would think that's ridiculous. Why wouldn't you? And then people go, "Oh yeah, but there's a bunch of it's on the list to be taken out." You have to realize that some people like me would go, "Yeah, but the people that are in here are awful." Like even if we can agree the fact that there should be some kind of governing body of some kind, and that's about as far as we can get. The idea that the idea that it's like, well, it is burning, and I'm like, you could let it burn a little bit more. Maybe get the artwork out. Get the artwork out. I don't want to lose like priceless paintings, but the building itself is useless. I don't want to like lose paintings and artwork. Congress will spend 3 years to agree on one thing. Good. No, we want it to be longer. For the love of God, make it longer. Like when Congress agrees on something, you need to start asking some really hard questions. You should be very skeptical. Bad things tend to happen when Congress agrees on something. Like, for instance, the Patriot Act. Congress agreed on the Patriot Act. I wouldn't call that a good thing. Okay. That's 3.5 skulls. What's the tonnage on the mission? Is there like a view details? Let's see here. Max salvage. I am scared. This is a 3.5 star mission, or 3.5 skull mission. Intern Jamal will be with us. I do have my rifleman. The quick draws a complete waste of firepower, in my opinion. The rifleman is probably gonna. Okay, the rifleman's not going to be a bad choice. The problem is it's not going to have a lot of staying power. It's going to be in the fight for a little bit. I thought Intern Jamal died. No, Intern Jamal lived. He almost got blown up, but he lived. Intern Jamal lives to fight it. Oh, that reminds me. Maybe he's got a... Congress spent a month to pass the 13th Amendment. The 13th Amendment. Okay, which one's the 13th Amendment? Hold on. I don't remember this one off the top of my head. No, I don't want to look at that. Although nice, I don't want to look at that. Oh, it's the slavery one. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, we say it's slavery, but let's be real, it wasn't slavery. Or no, I'm thinking of the 14th Amendment, good lord. But I would say that, you also have to realize that there was a time whenever American politics changed a tad. Let's see here. Now, the problem is that... Okay, you know what? Let's do that. Intern Jamal. Do I want to give you this or this? Yeah, let's give you that, because you're going to be the Durgan. I don't want you to get blown up, so let's give you that. But no, I think that the idea that they could remove all the alien stuff, it's a half-assed lot of banned Southerners from owning people. I feel like those bastards. It's like, it wasn't their place to tell me I can't own people. What, they think they're people all of a sudden, and they get all high and mighty. I like that. That's funny. All right, so we got Bikini Beach Ball Lady, color challenged, and Intern Jamal along with Hobo going out in the field. Let's see how well this goes. And we're in a 3.5 skull mission, and we have... I would say, now I haven't played tabletop Battletech, I would say this is a very awkward set. Southerners were over owning people. That's why more than half of the southern states didn't put slavery in their reasonings for seceding. Try all of them. If slavery was the reason for secession, you need to ask yourself some hard questions about what they were doing like 2 decades before then, when they were threatening to, or I'm sorry, not even before that. How about 2 years previously, or a year previously, when Abraham Lincoln said, look, I will enshrine slavery in the Constitution, and they still revolted. There were a few that noted slavery in their reasons, maybe part of it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got them. Most didn't, though. Yeah, because most of them didn't care enough.
Command interface initiated.
Until suggest hostile directory units in the area. Be alert. Once the target is down, head for the extraction for a pickup. Hell yeah. Alright. Alright, we got... Ooh, we've already got contacts. Okay, so hold on. Black Knight, we're gonna put you here.
I'm going.
Missile boat right here. Let's see. My sniper gun. The agrarian economy is in decline, and the bullshit the feds are pulling more concern. I mean, you aren't wrong. Oh god, destroy smuggler forces and destroy... Okay, hold on, smugglers. I thought we were fighting the Oregons. Oh, hell yeah, what was... Hold on, what was that? I didn't get it. What was it? Don't just hit Lincoln only carried out about slaves and the other countries to intervene. I don't even think they do that. Oof. Shouldn't you have bulwark?
Systems holding.
What is that? Stop it! Stop moving! I can't see what it is! God dang it! You're being way nice from that. Lincoln didn't care about slaves. I don't care what anybody tells you, and anybody that tells you otherwise is lying to you. All right, so we're gonna shoot you right in the face, man. So have fun. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, Lincoln didn't care about slaves. You could tell that from just the way that he would have treated them. Oh, hello. I have things off to the right. He only wanted to keep the Union together. Oh, no, he didn't. Are you kidding me? He loved the fact that he had a civil war. Are you kidding me? Lincoln's entire raison d'etre was to keep the Union together. I would strongly, actually, what's the word I'm looking for? I would contest that. He didn't care about the Union. He cared about unification, which is a very different thing. He wanted a unified nation under the banner of one federal government, rather than the nation being under the heels of the states. I would argue that's what he wanted.
Here you go.
There you go, buddy. The purpose of the war was to keep the Union together. I mean, yes, but he wanted to keep it centralized. No, not keep it. He wanted to make it centralized. I would argue that all day long. I mean, because up until that point, even though there was some centralization, it wasn't enough. Let's put it that way. Okay, so yeah.
Oh, you're gonna get some now.
Which you know, again, he put into practice a lot of things that we would have considered completely abhorrent at the time. It was already going towards centralization. That's part of why the state said "fuck this." It is. It actually is. And that's important to kind of keep in mind whenever you're doing any kind of historical, any readings at all, because you have to realize that what they write on paper in your history books and what they actually happen are not necessarily the same thing. They're not necessarily completely 100% wrong, but they're not always 100% the same. The Federalists have been pushing for this for over a century. You mean the goddamn monarchists? Only after Gettysburg did he create the Emancipation Proclamation, which, by the way, didn't free slaves. They didn't free slaves there. As a matter of fact, it enshrined slavery in the North, while encouraging people in the South. Oh, there you go. Oh man, we're starting off good tonight. See, that's the way to play this game. You just turtle the crap out of your enemy. They gotta come to you, and then you get to blow them up. See, that's the way you do it. All right. Now, Beach Ball, I need you to take your massive tits. I need you to smack him upside the face with them.
Here we go.
Yes, he will get a little bit of enjoyment out of that, but also I will get salvage.
Took him down.
See, this is why the Emancipation only freed the slaves of the South. When the North didn't have any legal say over the South, it had been getting its ass kicked for 15 months. See, that's the funny part, is after they had gotten their ass kicked, then they did it. Even the French was closer to banning slavery than the Americans. I think that had it been left to its own devices, America would have banned slavery eventually. And it would have probably been, I wouldn't say unanimous, but it would have been very close to unanimous. Give it another 80 or 100 years, it would have happened. It just depends upon a few little things, but we were already moving in that direction anyway. Like, we like to think of, like, at least the way what I was taught is that you had this race across America, and essentially it was deciding who was going to be a slave state and who was going to be a quote-unquote free state. And so you have this very weird,
Damage is minor, Commander.
I guess you could call it like a whitewashing of history, where what they say is happening and what is actually happening are not the same, but they are not incredibly far apart. They're far enough apart to where what they're telling you is not true. There we go. Banning would have been a ways off, but slavery is no longer financially viable. That's why I'm saying 100 years. 100 years later, it would have been gone. They tried to kick the can down the road with one new compromise. Well, that was one of the problems with like signing the original Constitution. They needed to make a compromise where they wouldn't be in another civil war. Slavery was one of those things because that was one of the ways that you made money. You can call it wrong all day long. It was one of the ways you made money, and everybody did it.
Critical damage.
You know, they knew it was wrong, and it had been up to the original founders, like the main founders we think of. I think most of them would have agreed to get rid of it. Actually, I think more than all of them were willing to agree to get rid of it. It's the states that were like, we need to be able to be financially viable and solvent. Also, you can't just tell everybody you can't do this anymore. Bye-bye. They tried to kick... hold on. Government is always kicking the can. They always think they'll be able to fix it later. Well, that's the problem with giving the power to a bunch of bureaucrats to fix your problem. They can't.
Yeah.
Because the odds are they're the ones that created the problem to begin with, and they don't know how to fix it because they didn't even know they created the problem. If you want to be nice about it. Most of the founding fathers didn't like slavery, but they were worried about doing so would result in losing the support of southern states. It wasn't southern states. It was all of them. You have to remember, at the time, after the Revolution, there wasn't a north and a south. There was the colonies. It wasn't about north and south at the time. It was just everybody relied on it. Now, to different degrees, right? So when we think of the southern slave states, we think of the really wealthy plantation owner, like, you know, that looks like, what's the actor's name? From Titanic. What's his name? Good Lord. Like that evil dude. You know, it's like we always think, oh, God. And yeah, that happened, but... most of them were just people with like one or two slaves that like did housework. Much of the Confederate States weren't part of the United States yet. You'll need to kind of. I need you to extrapolate. What do you mean? Because yes, they were. The Confederacy or the Confederate States were a part of the United States. Maybe one or two were still going through ratification, but I can't remember the exact timeline. James Cameron. Yes. You know what? I don't even care. If that's right. The answer now is yes. The United States didn't have those states at founding. They didn't, but they were still ratified as states. But that, you know, by your argument, none of the states beyond the 13 colonies were states or are states, which that's not true. Even if you don't want it to be true, that's not true. The USA didn't have those states at founding later, though much. Yeah, but they still followed the same agreement. They still followed the same rules.
Commander.
In order to join the United States, you had to follow that process. Now, at the beginning, though, you also had the right to leave. It was a voluntary union. For fuck's sakes, you're jumping around the timeline. Well, so are you, goddang it. Don't get mad at me. You're the one who's bouncing all over the goddamn board. Here I am trying to talk about one thing. You're like, yeah, this thing too.
Understood. Moving fast.
Now Texas wants to leave. Texas has wanted to leave for a while. At least there's a good chunk of it that will, or that wants to. And honestly, as much as that would be nice, it's not going to happen. I would like that to happen because it would cause a cascade effect that would actually put the idea of secession back on the table, and it would actually, in my opinion, moderate a lot of politics. Because if you've got a federal government that actually has to respond to states again, that would be a very interesting change of pace. Because as of right now, the feds don't have to respond to anything that the states want. They don't need to. They don't have to. At the founding, we were discussing the signing of the Constitution just a moment ago. Well, we were, but I mean, I can't look. I read the chat. I keep going. At the time, most of the Confederate States didn't even exist in the form they took by the Civil War, yet let alone belong to the USA. I would have to reread and recheck a few things. My understanding is that by that point, except for maybe states west of maybe some Texas, maybe, and again, it depends on how far you go. There are some states that were still in the process of being settled, but I'd have to go look and see which ones, because I mean, it wasn't that many if you're talking about, like, you know, North and South Dakota and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
There were still large territories belonging to other countries at that time. Well, hold on. No, because Europeans aren't people. Non-people can't own property, man. I mean, let's be real. Europeans aren't people, and they're not allowed to own property. Just ask their own government. Cali wouldn't last a week as a country. Actually, California would last a little bit as a country. I think California as its own country would be very useful for itself, because then their government would have to moderate. Their own politics would cause it to cascade and fail, and they would have no choice but to moderate. Because then you don't have the federal government to actually bail you out, which is what happens in California now. Even though people say, oh my god, the blue states are the ones that pay for everything. Yeah, not really. But if you're arguing that some states didn't look the same before the Confederacy or whatever, well, okay, fine. But, like, you're talking the difference between Virginia and West Virginia. But more importantly, secession at that point was a untested but given process where you voluntarily joined so you can voluntarily leave. And that was kind of implied, and if I'm not mistaken, in the Federalist Papers, they discuss this directly, and they say, look, if you join, you are free to leave. Like, you know, you don't have to stay. Now, granted, the idea would be to keep the government honest enough where you wouldn't want to leave. That was kind of one of the points, is that you could do that. Most of the states would probably be very weak if they were separate, and that is why the Union is important to keep everything strong together. They would be, because everything has kind of been broken up, right? I mean, much in the same way that if South America actually unified in some in some kind of confederation, and you actually had some kind of agreement among the nations, you might create a superpower pretty quick, or a very nasty socialist hellhole. One of the two. Hard to tell which. Yeah, because no moderation of politics and a lot of debt. Okay, I'm going to keep reserving until they come to me. I want these buggers to come to me. I'm not moving a step forward. They're coming to me. But I think if California actually did secede, it would probably be very good for California, and you would see California politics moderate immensely. Just because they won't be able to stay, they won't be able to keep doing what they're doing. You know, without the federal government to bail them out and to assist them and to, like, give them all this, they don't have a choice. They have no choice. They have to do something. Also, the feds are kind of important in keeping some of the places in order as well as defending them. Actually, a lot less than you might think. So the idea that the federal government is needed for defense is not really a thing. I mean, it's definitely the stronger arm. It's definitely got access to a lot more stuff, but it's not needed. Also, Mythgunia and Venezuela are threatening war. What? Mythgunia? Look, I haven't threatened anybody. Well, they're defense abroad. But if your argument is that California won't be defended or something from the East Coast, or sorry, by the East Coast, I don't believe that. You have Hawaii. You've got Hawaii and you've got other stuff. The 13 colonies did pass the proclamation line of 1763, which is short of their current borders. Everything west was a large territory and didn't start looking like states until decades later. Oh, Guyana. I was like, okay, wait, what? I was like, what are we talking about? Yeah.
Position confirmed.
They're threatening war because they want to see what's going to happen. At least that's my opinion. They want to know what America's going to do. America's been involved in every major conflict, and now people are realizing, hey, this might be a good opportunity for a land grab. And you've got economic downturn across the board and a lot of civil and political unrest. Oh, wars are going to happen, man. Wars are going to happen. And the question now is, how much more are we going to get? Right? That's the big question. How much more they want to get? They want that stretch of woods that has a lot of natural resources. Of course they do. Of course they do. And who wouldn't? I mean, come on. Like, that's a no-brainer. Who wouldn't want it? If somebody said, hey, there's this really cool thing over here with lots of really cool stuff that you can use, and nobody, and the only thing standing in your way is a bunch of guys that aren't very good at defending themselves. I mean, come on, like it's free real estate. Also, Venezuela needs to distract them from their domestic problems. They do, almost like there's a reason why people go to war sometimes, and it's to distract from big problems.
On my way.
Brazil is threatening war with Venezuela if they try. See, it'll be interesting to see World War South America. Because you're going to see a bunch of nations that aren't really ready for that, in my opinion. That being said, I'm not really aware of what's going on, but I would see South America being the first guerrilla war with drones on like a massive scale because they don't have a choice. They can't industrialize like we had. Hey, not nice, Phoenix Hawk. Not fight. Not nice.
Well, that weren't nothing.
Okay, let's see. Where can I move you? Very good. But who knows, man? Oh, God. Geez, my rifleman is just nasty. Oh, my God.
Scored a critical hit.
If only I can get, like, more damage on those autocannons, it'd be even better. Oh, what a waste. I shouldn't have wasted the goddamn autocannon. And I say Florida should declare war to take those bits of territory back. Okay. Which ones? Let's just start there. Which pieces of territory are we now discussing? I am curious, sir. Most of OPEC would probably help it as well. It's very true. Most of them probably would. Look up. Hold on. Read the link. Well, not anymore. I can't. I read the 13 colonies part.
Commander.
Alright, finish it off. Kick his ass, Seabass. DC, I thought I saw Factorio, but glad you checked. Look, I've been playing Factorio because it's funny. They make this easy. Yes, you can click on what Jared responded to. Look, I'm incapable of clicking things. I'm busy shooting this quick draw, which is a terrible excuse for a mech. And how are you tonight, DC?
Firing everything.
Spit more lasers. We're discussing World War III. The southern part of Mississippi and Alabama were West Florida at the time. That is, I believe that is true. I believe that is true. But really what we need to do is we need to take back Greater Florida, which is Spain. Not to actually do anything with it, we just need to say we have it. Likely just financially, but military, except for Iran. But they are so far, they would struggle to smuggle shit. I don't know what Iran would do in that case. I think Iran would be smart enough to just watch and wait. A lot of nations would be smart to this. Spain, you mean Northwest Florida? Yes. It's just like Canada is just northern Montana. It's the same thing. Money buys gear. I'm disappointed. Game lagged out tonight. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, Germany is upset that Russia leaked intel that Germany had been discussing how to reinforce the Ukraine. Germans are really stupid these days. Well, that's because they've had nothing to do. It's actually, you know... Look, a lot of Western nations, militarily speaking, are not threats.
Tango down.
But Navy intercepts incoming gear.
They're flanking.
Ah. Germans are not stupid. Germans are political animals now. And that's the scary part, is now they're becoming political. And I would say, because right now Germany... Oh, a Thunderbolt. I could use a Thunderbolt. But I can't hit a Thunderbolt. A Navy costs money. 3 dogs. Now you're getting into the realms of maybe. A Navy costs money, theoretically. A Navy costs money... Oh god, why did I just do that? There's always ways around that.
I'll give it to him then.
Political. Kind of, yeah. More like just what would happen in World War III kind of thing. I was going to talk about something else tonight, but this is way more fun. Because what I was going to talk about was something that I just bitched and moaned about. I know that feeling sometimes. I like out of my buddies' games of Helldivers. Chancellor Schultz announced an additional $113 billion for the German army just recently. Speaking of World War III, well, see, here's the thing: too little, too late, guys. Like you're trying to ramp up for World War III, like, you know, at the exact wrong time. It's like you should have been doing this for years. It's, you know, you're not going to be able to develop anything by the time that starts. How is that game? Helldivers is fantastic. I love it.
That ripped up a bunch of armor.
Ready for orders.
All right, now shoot him again.
Engaging with hostile.
There we go. The main issue with the German military at this point is military procurement. I would not know that. So what is that? So not what is that? What exactly are you referring to? It just feels like Germany wanting to be the cause. They just want to make a bunch of bullets. See, that's the smart thing. If you start looking at ways to make money off of it, that sounds like more. That sounds more wise.
Confirmed.
Oh, hello. Let's say fully armored Black Knight. Okay. It's actually a lot of fun. You need to have people with the and the servers have gotten better. They have. They are stunted by World War II in its history. No, they are not. They are stunted currently by it. Give it time. Give it time. Does Helldivers do the play to win crap? I haven't seen it, but even then, I'd still say it's fun. Alright, let's see if I can get another Black Knight. And Germany is going to send more arms to Ukraine too, but they're upset that Russia is spying on them. Oh, boo-hoo. How dare you? But that's the same thing as like, oh, the U.S. is spying on us. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
Commander.
Like, where have you been? Like, it's a genuine question. Where have you been? We've been doing this for years. We spy on our own people. Why do you think you're so special?
Confirmed.
The Germans suck at purchasing things. Like, they have too much red tape and bureaucracy that stops them from getting things like helmets. So it might change Fokker's mind. I doubt it. Because Fokker's point is actually very good. He has a very... I would say that his issues are very solid. I agree with why he's worried about it.
All weapons, go.
Come on, Black Knight, just go down. The U.S. spends billions to spy on allies. Yeah, I know. It's awful. We spend billions of dollars to do this crap, and it's just sad. It's like, hey, we're our friends, right? And it's like, yeah. So I can just kind of check in on you anytime I want to. They get rid of the game guard and switch to easy anti-cheat, and I'll buy it tomorrow. African guy meme. Well, no fucking shit. I've been looking to play this game myself. Gonna watch you be stompy. Well, oh, hey, Polly. Welcome back, sir. This is I like this game a lot. It's definitely got, like, there's some pieces of it that I'm sure that many people will find not so great, but I think this game's pretty cool. Come on. Oh, darn it. I just wasted, autocannon ammo. I'd agree with their history part, but back in the Cold War, both East and West Germany had a strong military. Well, you mean Russia had a strong military, and everybody not Germany had a strong military. Germany had this really cool thing that happened to them called, get bent over. We could be spending billions on spying on allies and making new technology we need. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. What's the difference between them? Well, in practice, very little. Yeah, East Germany army equals the army behind the Iron Curtain. Exactly. You mean the one that was starving.
Internal structure.
Alright, intern Jamal, here we go, bud. It's all you, bud. Let's see. What can you can't hit him from here, can you? Alright, here we go. Intern Jamal. We're going big. Going balls deep. Here we go, bud. No, I'd say not. There's some microtransactions, but you can ignore them and win the game in-game currency. I would agree. I'll agree to that. All right, there is. Oh, wow, the evac zone is like right in front of me. Jeez. Okay. All right, so we want to get. I want to get in this guy's face without getting into this guy's face. So let's do this. As long as you have more bodies than bullets, you can win. Wait, what? Easy is a kernel level anti-cheat that is known quantity and only runs when the game does. Game Guard is a South Korean kernel level that has been caught doing shady shit in the past. See, I think that when I'm done playing it, though, I'm going to just uninstall it and call it a day. Alright, what do we got? Where can I move to... Oh, my autocannons are almost done anyway, so you're pretty much out of the fight at this point. You did your burst damage and now you're done. That means the software has system level access to your computer. Well, if my computer starts mining Bitcoin without my permission, I will know that something's wrong.
Commander.
Okay, hold on. I can now... Oh, good. Fantastic.
Good to go.
Alright, now can I shoot you in the leg? Oh, that's right. I forgot to turn the lasers back on. South Korea with North Korean spies? Yeah, pretty much, yes. Well, they don't really like... Look, the South Koreans and the North Koreans don't get along very well. I don't know if you know this. They had this really cool thing called the Civil War, and it wasn't good.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Fat boy fell down. Oh, Orson fall down. Alright, now... Let's hit him with the medium lasers. They'll burn you to the ground. Medium lasers. Well, there goes his left side. Not necessarily. You also need to have the drive to win and allow people to die. If things fall apart on the home front, things can go bad in a war. No. That's ridiculous. You telling me that I have to have morale? Because I reject this sentiment outright. I'm hitting everything that I want. Well, I guess that works.
Mission successful.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Look at all the salvage I have that I can't get. Only $500,000. And, you know what? Not all that much damage. Alright, so what can I get? A Trebuchet, a Wolverine, that's 2 out of 2. AC 5+, I'll take one of those, thank you. Alright, so the Assassin is useless to me, the Black Knight, what do you have on it? Just lasers, The Thunderbolt, I would like more Thunderbolt parts, however, I can't get more Thunderbolt parts because apparently somebody blew the rest of it up, intern Jamal! Oh look, I got a Wolverine out of it though, that's not bad. But it will be interesting to see what Venezuela does with South Korea. Oh my god, I don't know why I said that. South America. It would be interesting to see what would happen. Alright, Wolverine. I really don't have a use for you. You're a medium mech, and I'm now at the point of the game where medium mechs are kind of useless. Venezuela can afford to do anything. It can afford to starve, so there's that. I'm not sure how good that is, but, I mean, they can afford to starve. The bigger thing to watch out for is to see what Argentina does, right? That is, in my opinion, the current unknown. Now, I'm not a political expert. I'm not a geopolitical anything, but that's the interesting one, right? When your paper is worth more as art supplies, you know you have problems. Cocaine. No, that's another thing I thought. All right, let's see here. Let's give you some more of that, more of that. All right, you are just going to be intern Jamal. Your job will always be to scout. I want you to basically take a hit and scout things out. I don't want you to do nothing else.
Good to go.
I'll give you that.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Yes, Commander.
Dicker! Dicker! Color challenged. You need 90 minimum range. Punch him in the dick. Dicker!
Commander.
Dicker! Punch him in the dick, Dicker! Dicker! Now, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we need more stuff. But I don't want to fight pirates. I want the pirates to like me. So fighting pirates would be very foolish. However, the Taurians, they don't really have that I want. Beach Ball looks a bit chunky. That's because, okay, first off, okay, don't make fun of Beach Ball. First off, there's all kinds of women in the world. And Beach Ball is not chunky. Beach Ball is very well endowed. She's plus size. Yeah, maybe she's like 1980s plus size, not modern plus size. Look at that. Look at that face. That's not a face of a fat woman. This is the face of a woman who's maybe a little bit stockier on the shoulders, but is very well endowed. 1980s plus size was still fat. Yeah, okay. There were people that were calling what is it? Britney Spears fat in like the 90s. Go back and watch Married with Children. I forgot about that show, and now that you've reminded me of it, I feel dirty because that show is terrible. I feel like I need to go take a shower right now. I can feel the McDonald's grease on my face. It's like, you shut your whore mouth. I will not shut my whore mouth, you bastard. All right, so this is a 2-star, so we're gonna take the money. Now, Dicker. Oh, hold on. Do we want to take Durgan? The PVC needs to be refitted, but I'm not ready to do that. You shut your whore mouth. I will not shut my whore mouth. I will speak the truth, and you will listen. Oh man. Luckily, I'm on an ice planet where heating is not. I love how you read that twice. That's because I needed to. Well, it's because I need to be reminded of it. I have the attention span of a goldfish. You know, you need to do it. My brain read it twice and said, "How dare you? How dare you, Kitty, 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 Kitty." That's about as much as I'm willing to do to make her stop, but I don't care. She's attacking my old TV mounting kit with like the extra stuff that I've had for some reason. Okay, now we're gonna destroy the supporting enemy force using using opposing forces. That's right. There we go.
Affirmative.
Haha! I found him. Very good. What is that? It's a Vindicator.
Position confirmed.
What other bad shows did you enjoy watching, Fokker? Because I can make fun of you for those too. Oh, look, a spider. Man, the Torians need to get their stuff together. Cartman, no, kitty, that's my papa. Exactly.
Losing lots of armor.
I know, riflemen are not meant to go through this. Oh my god! Alright, I need to back my riflemen way the hell up. The A-team. Oh god. Oh my god, stop shooting the rifleman. It is the most dangerous thing out here, yes, but please stop shooting it.
Armor breach. Internal damage.
Which is exactly why you need to back way the hell up. Hey, no making fun of shows from the 80s and 90s. Best times of TV. No, I'm not making fun of them. I'm saying that not everything on the TV back then was good. Point in case. That Dinosaurs TV show where you had a bunch of goddamn puppets.
Aye, aye. Targeting for an output structure.
Hell yeah. There we go. There we go. There we go. Let's put the Archer, the giant missile boat, right in here. And let's go say hi to the Vindicator. 80s and 90s was peak USA culture. The early 2000s were the backside of that peak, and it's only gotten worse. Airwolf. Airwolf. You know what? DuckTales. Tailspin. I actually watched DuckTales the other day. I was so excited. So Geisha got really mad at me because she never watched DuckTales because she's a goddamn heathen.
Affirmative.
Knight Rider. You mean Kit. You mean the show is called Kit. You chose her. Well, look, just because she's a godless heathen, and I understand that, but even godless heathens can be redeemed, okay? But she didn't grow up watching DuckTales, and there was where was it? It was so we still have a Disney Plus subscription. I don't know how because we stopped paying for it. But this is now a missionary, apparently. Well, under your imagination, man. Darkwing Duck. Hell yeah, Darkwing Duck. Fuck Gaff, evildoers. Which, by the way, as a kid, when I watched Darkwing Duck, I didn't know what he was actually saying because that. But now that I'm an adult, I'm like, oh. It's like, it's a bit of a different connotation now. TV shows or cartoons, both. Let's get dangerous. Come on, get the leg. Get the leg. Why are you guys putting down 80s and early 90s? Oh, we're not putting them down. He didn't have a list. He didn't have a lisp. Suck gas evildoers. Now, how many times do I need to actually say that before you figure this out? Or are you praising them? The answer probably is yes! We can do both. We have enough love and hate in our hearts for both. Alright, so we're going to split these shots up. One here. And one here. I was in the other room. Oh, you're just putting down married. Oh, of course you are. It's a terrible show. We're praising them. Myth shits on all things that are good. That is not true. I shit on things that are usually toilet level bad. We? Yeah. Who is the royal we here, sir? Oh my god, you almost knocked out one of my legs. Good lord. Okay, time for you to die. But not with the autocannons. I only got so many shots at those. Hey, hit with both shots. Nice. Hell yeah. What's this wee white man? Peg was hot in a trashy housewife kind of way. Peg. Her name was Peg. How hot could she have been?
Firing.
Who's wee suck? Look, Tailspin, the magic lamp Tailspin. I watched that recently. And I was so excited, except they remastered it, so a lot of the animations they look better for 4K. And I remember having a copy of that when I was a kid, and a lot of the animations didn't look the same. Now, granted, I'm watching it on a 4K TV. The colors are way better, but I remember like the Hanna-Barbera style cartoons. There was just lots of little animations that didn't look right, or didn't look as good, in my opinion. It wasn't bad, it just didn't look as good. Maybe it's just my child brain interrupting my adult brain going, this was way cooler when I was a kid. Because I still enjoyed the crap out of it. It just, you know, it just didn't have the same feel to it and the same look as it did. I like Christina Applegate too. I know the name, I don't know the person. Who didn't? Myth, probably. Probably not. I watched... My TV time when I was a kid was very limited. I didn't watch much TV. I watched some, but not a lot. And the TV that I did watch was usually really curated. Hanna-Barbera cartoons were always low tier artistically. Oh, they were, absolutely. They were budget films, I would say. Myth has an adult brain. It's got 3 brain cells in there. They fumble around sometimes. That show taught me that hotness does not accept women from being trashy, or exempt women from being trashy and obnoxious and throwawayable. No, he has a chimp brain. Look. Oh my god, did y'all see about the $70,000 freaking Bored Ape chimp thingy? Oh my god. Oh my god, no. Good, because it's awful. But like, I saw this where somebody's selling a game. Is the guy who did the Bored Ape stuff. Now that I can believe. I don't pay for that. Well, that was kind of the point, is that it was the dude who invented the Bored Ape NFTs is making a game that is like $70,000 to join and to play. And right now it is in a stage where all you can do is walk around, no voice chat, no nothing, and you can twerk. That is the extent of the game currently. $70,000. And yes, it's that NFT thing. Kitty, what are you doing? Kitty, what are you doing? Kitty, what are you doing? That's okay. It's fine. Fuck that shit. That's the next CryptoZoo shit. Well, you're being nicer than that. I mean, wait, what? You have to pay $70,000 to play? Yes, a game that is not finished, has no end date in sight. Yes, yes, you are 100% correct. That guy's dead. Yep. Oh my god, my rifleman is just so good. He's going to Logan Paul people. Well, he has an actual functional beta. It's just not very good.
Armor breach. Internal damage.
All right, hobo. Who's left? I thought I saw missiles come from over here, but I can't really see them. So I'll just shoot at you. It's a grift. People will be stupid enough to pay. Well, people were stupid enough to buy $70,000 pictures. Hell, I remember that whole thing, that whole craze on Twitter, where people were spending like 6 figures for a goddamn picture. Does the game crawl out of the screen and give you a blowjob, tell you the stock market future, and give you a real life child or something?
Standing by.
I can't say it does that, but I'm not part of the development team. I don't know what they plan to do. Who knows? Maybe. Logan Paul had a semi-functional shit with CryptoZoo. Did he? I don't even know. Like, Logan Paul has not been somebody that's been on my radar. People spent 6 figures for Bored Ape NFTs that are worth $10 now. That was the funniest things ever. For $70,000, it better get me a hooker every week for the next 4 years at least. You're being nice. For $70,000, I better get a blowjob on demand when I ask for it, no matter what the frequency is. She's salaried. Bye. Alright, now to find that Taurian spy. And 6 figures for used bathwater. Okay, well, that was just the greatest grift ever. That was great. I mean, look. That chick, is it Bell something? Bell's something? Simster Cancer Society. Simster a result of something else. Belle Delphine, yeah. She, honestly, in my opinion, that was brilliant. I mean, just brilliant. She had made... If she is not retired happily right now, then she's an idiot. Because she has made so much money off these people. It's crazy. I want variety. Different week, different hooker. You know what? With that kind of money, you can have it. She's still whoring it up. Because before, she didn't actually do porn. And then what she did is that she did her porn thing. But then she kind of dropped off the map after that. And according to what I know... Or not according to what I heard... that porno was terrible. But I don't know. I don't know. I have my own Thai hooker for that. I don't need that. She's not exclusive at that price. She still has OnlyFans crap. Agreed. As I said, I genuinely don't know. Alright, let's see if I can get a Thunderbolt here. I'm a Telgation that you called her Thai. I don't think they're at war, and I don't think they dislike each other, so I might be able to get away with it. But don't tell her, because I don't want to find out. Belle Delphine's parents helped her invest her millions. She's set for life. This is according to her own and her friends' accounts, so take it for that worth.
Good to go.
At least she's smart. Here's the thing. If you do that and you're smart enough to do it right, at her age, she's still going to be able to find somebody. And 6 fingers for Cooch sending candles. Oh, you mean Gwyneth Paltrow. Oh, the jar fart. Oh my god, if I could jar farts, that would be great. Like here's the smell of last week's Thai meal. This jar farts and call it like the meal. Like, oh, this is leftover surprise. The bottled water was the shit. I aimed for the leg and I hit them in the head.
Heavy damage.
We're laughing off the collapse of society so we don't cry. That was ridiculous, yet also funny. I was not aware of the jar farts. Please explain to me the deep lore of the jar farts. Financially speaking.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
The bottled bathwater I remember, but I don't remember any jar farts. So somebody explain to me the deep lore of the jar farts. There was some chick who was eating a diet to forcibly make her gassy, bottle the farts and sell them. Oh my god. Enjoy the Decline by Aaron Clary. Look. She actually caused her health issues. Well, yeah. If you force feed your... Okay, look. There's a reason why to prepare certain meals, people will force feed the animal to get them to taste a certain way. Didn't she mess up her colon? Well, that'll happen.
Critical hit.
I got a knockdown already? That's not even there yet. What the hell did I just do? How did I just do that? Fucker, explain the mechanics to me.
Awaiting orders.
30%. Let's see what we do.
Weapons. Go.
God dang it, I'm hitting everything but the leg. Look up Stephanie Motto. I don't think I want to.
Reporting
I get scared when chat tells me to look stuff up. Because I start to go, I've done this before, and I've been burned. That's the shit.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Alright. iPad, show me the way. Forbes.com. 90-day fiancé star sells her farts and jars that suffers health. Wow! That is a title! Oh my god. 90-day fiancé star sells her farts in jars, then suffers a health scare. Well, first off, did she actually get the guy at the end of the 90-day fiancé?
Mission successful.
That's my first question. Sleep the leg. Thinking about selling your farts in a jar. Oh, you know what? That's a good idea. No, she didn't. Well, that's just sad. That's just sad. Hence her fallback plan. At some point, she became a self-described fartrepreneur. Oh my god, okay, look. I'm going to admit right now, since my introduction to the internet, when I started realizing you could talk to people on the internet as I was a kid, I made a startling realization. And that realization was I'm not nearly as clever or funny as people that are trying to be taken seriously. A fartrepreneur is absolutely fantastic. I don't want to live on this planet anymore. No, look, I live for this. This is great. I mean, back in the day, this is all I wanted to... look, laughing at people on the internet is one of the funniest things you can do. And that's one of the things that I laugh at me. That's fine. I think I'm funny to watch be stupid, but that's because I think I'm stupid and funny. I can laugh at myself. It's going to cost $600 to repair the paper thin armor on the rifleman. I don't know. This involved just like the jars of farts, but somebody pinned it. I want to die. This involved not just like the jars of farts, but also selling director's cuts of her film. Oh my god! So she's selling fart porn. Oh. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh dear. Oh dear. This is we are now experiencing levels of autism and stupid, the likes of which none of us can handle. Because this is too good. That's too funny. Oh my god. Okay, let's focus up. Let's see. Was this? Oh, +1 morale. +1 morale. A library. Sorry. The idea of somebody selling, like, watch me fart in a jar and then. Like, what does she? Did she stick a hose up her ass? Does she fart into the jar and then, like, hermetically seal the jar with the fart? Like, but again, like, is this like, you know, that chick from that TED Talk who was selling air from all over the world? So she would just go up mountains and just bottle air and then sell it from the article. Now, while she seemed to be making money relatively easily hand over butt, she soon ran into some supply and demand issues. You may not think of farts as a scarce commodity, especially if your significant other or roommate regularly stinks up the room. But do the math. I would rather not. I would rather not do the math.
Commander, I'll get the crew moving.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Jam Press quoted Mato saying, I remember within one day I had about 3 protein shakes and a huge bowl of black bean soup. I could tell that something was not right that evening when I was lying in bed and I could feel a pressure on my stomach moving upward. She continued with, it was quite hard to breathe and every time I tried to breathe in, I'd feel a pinch sensation on my heart. And that, of course, made my anxiety escalate. That's not anxiety, sweetheart. That's probably a heart attack. Or at least what's about to happen. I mean, so... I'm trying to think of what would actually... So I don't want to read it right now because it's horrifying. I don't want to read that. Let's go to navigate. Let's go someplace else. Let's go someplace else to look for some more money. I'm looking for more wonderful things. Can we go... It's primitive. Ooh, we can go into the Oregon space. Ooh. Hello. This is a SLDF world? Oh, never mind. Moons, medium gravity. I'm looking for something that has good stuff. Oh, wait, no, I can do here. Hold on. Biome filter. No. I want to look for Star League Advanced. What do we got? There's a Star League Advanced world. And it's in the middle of the Capella Confederation. But who am I going to be fighting up there? I'm going to be fighting the Davions. Or no, the Federated Suns, not the Davions. That's fine. I don't mind fighting them. And it's 2.5 stars. Oh, I can't get there. God dang it. Travel restricted. God dang it. All these goddamn... I need my COVID pass to go there. This is stupid. Travel restricted. I can travel there, though. Haha!
Bio command.
You're Irish. You're going to be fighting the potatoes. Alright, so there we go. Hi, the Federated Sons. They're lovely potatoes. Order beach ball to stay and complete our treatment. Order the Battletech to analyze beach ball's natural remedy. Authorize beach ball to... No, we're going to do that. No, beach ball. We need your massive beach ball titties to get well, okay? We're going to go to the Taurian space and see if the Taurians want to work with us just for a little bit. I mean, we're not their best friends. Thick Irish accents. Them Irish are just built different, it seems. Yeah, they're built like weirdos. That's why they're all redheaded and they pee on a rock. That's their claim to fame. Look at this rock. We pee on it. Well, what do you do after that? Well, we tell tourists to lick it. Why? It's like, because. All right, let's see if we can get some... What do we got here? 2 tech points. We got plenty of tech points. Let's do that.
Sure thing. It'll take a bit, but we'll get it done.
They get drunk around the pea rock. Exactly. They get... Sorry. Then invent a limerick about it. Oh, a limerick. Oh, how... Oh, my goodness. We are using big words today. A limerick, you say? We are fancy, aren't we? I made a fancy rhyme. The Japanese have the haiku and the Irish have the limerick. Doesn't compare to the Scots. They get drunk and then start throwing trees. No, they throw bushes. Oh, and as they say, stones. The caber toss. Tap of them iron into you. Look at... Look, I don't want to look it up. The Scottish are... I don't know. The Scottish people, I would assume, are very hardy folk. And then the Scottish government, I look at them and I go, if that's a reflection of your people, though, I don't know what to think of this. My God, I am going to upgrade this entire ship before I even hit Torian space.
All right, I'll get the team on it right away.
75 to 150 pounds, 16 to 19 feet long, and they pick it up and throw it. Look, there's a reason why Samurai Jack did this, okay? Samurai Jack made funnies for this. Tell Darius to lighten up. Tell Beach Ball to clean up the mural. Oh, God dang it. Allow Beach Ball to continue. Yes. Morale increased by 1. It's very good. Ode to the XO. There we go. Which, by the way, Samurai Jack. I loved Samurai Jack. I still do. I love Samurai Jack. Definitely, this is an early 2000s TV show, but still. Let's see. What do you have in the store there? Torian Concordat. Ooh. Hold on. I can get a battle... Oh, for 13. I thought it said 1 million. I was like, oh my God. A Gauss rifle. Fucker, look. Oh, a medium pulse laser. Oh, and it generates -2 heat. Oh my God. You can't afford anything. Shut up. I never did finish watching Samurai Jack. I should. See, I watched the 5th season... I think way after all that stuff, but I would still say it's still pretty darn good. I like it, but I think the 5th season I was hoping for more, and then when I kind of finished it and I was like, oh, I still kind of liked it, but I needed to do more on it. I need to probably go back and watch it again. All right, let's see. Do the Torians have any contracts for us? Do we have anything we can use to make money off the Torians? Okay, apparently I'm in the middle of Torian space. And let me guess. Okay, local pirates, don't care about that. Capellans against the Federated Sons. Who likes us more? Disliked. Indifferent. Okay, so let's go. What do they got? Okay, it's the Capellans. And of course, Capellans are awful people. Who the fuck does rips off of a show based off a Chinese property with Chinese music? It doesn't include the Chinese audio track. What the hell are you talking about? Like what horrible nightmare are you speaking of? All right, so we want the money more than we want anything else. Oh, okay. I'm driving a catapult. Scissor 7. What do you? I have no idea what you're speaking to me about. Like, what are these words? The subs of it don't include the Chinese audio. What the hell are you talking about? I don't know what you're saying to me. All right, so the rifleman's in here. I don't want to risk it in a city fight, so we're going to take this. It's a Chinese mawa that has been adapted into an anime. Okay, that's different then. Alright, so we got a cataphract, an archer, a hunchback. Wait, why are we piloting a cataphract? That's weird. Chinese webcomic. Oh, okay. So, okay, you know what I've been doing? I've been watching, not Dragon Slayer, Goblin Slayer Season 2. And I must say, I like Goblin Slayer Season 1 more than Goblin Slayer 2. I did watch the new Netflix show, Blue Eye Samurai. It's a mix of Rurouni Kenshin and Kill Bill, kind of, but it's just to make it female protagonist, so I kind of can't recommend it. Look, Polly, I don't get to watch much TV, and the TV I do get to watch is in, like, very small spurts. I hate Goblin Slayer. It's just boring, mostly. I like the first season. The second season definitely drops off pretty hard. I'm not a big fan of the second season. I don't mind the growth and the story and whatnot, but I don't like it that much. The first season was good. I would agree. The first season was pretty good. Basically the whole point of the show is this guy's an autist. this guy was traumatized into autism, and now he wants to murder all the goblins. And that's his whole thing. It's like, are you telling me there's no goblins? Like, no. Okay, well then I'm leaving. It's like, wait. We can kill other things, and he's like, but they're not goblins. there's something very funny about. Oh my God, it's Joker's gas from that 1989 Batman movie. Joker got the planet.
All right, mates. Time to earn our money.
I've been watching Frieren solo leveling and Chiyuma. Hold on, there was another show that somebody Vinland Saga. I've heard Vinland Saga was good, but I've never seen it. The second season, I'm about halfway with season 2 of it, and it just seems like they are trying too hard to aggrandize the setup for the story end. For Goblin Slayer, I don't know. Is it nearing its end? I don't even know. Like I think I've read the manga up to the part where they were digging through the sewers. I read that part all the way up to the sewers where like they are introduced to the alligator, but I don't know anything beyond that.
Yep.
Hello.
Time to earn our
An
money.
unknown mech has appeared. Who's that Pokemon?
Roger that.
It's Clefairy. Sorry, what were we talking about? Vinland Saga got boring quick. It was just the standard shonen. Dad is Superman, but magically loses a fight, and the son survives and lives to become something special. I'm at the part where they went to Elf Forest and monsters attacked them. That's. I would like to say that it gets better. Oh God, hostile drop pods, and they're going to be right in my face. Oh boy. Don't worry, I have a hunchback, and I have a hunch they're going to be dropping in on me very soon. It's okay. These are all light mechs. I'm going to tear these things apart. A flea! Ah, I should walk up and punch it with my missile boat.
Yes, Commander.
Medium lasers, I'll burn it to the ground. Oh wow, I actually hit one. Good lord. So I'll finish Goblet Slayer Season 2 and then never call it on the phone again like a dirty whore. Well, that is probably the wisest thing you can do. I would say that,
I've got a sensor
there
lock.
you go. -2 evasion. That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
Now, Beach Ball, I would like you to, one roasted flea. Oh no, you need to get closer. One roasted flea, please.
Moving. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, you don't have all your stuff again. God dang it. Alright, whatever. Fire it. There we go. Yeah. I don't, second season was meh. I don't know that they're doing a third season. One Punch Man Season 3 is coming soon. Yes, that's something I actually am looking forward to. One Punch Man Season 3. Season 2 I thought was a bit, I thought it was a bit dry, but I didn't dislike it. I was expecting something else, but I've never actually read the manga for One Punch Man. I just like the premise of it's making fun of anime. Or sorry, manga, which I thought was great. I think that's very pretty funny. Oh God, what do we got? 30-10, 30-10, 30-10. Okay.
Oh, you're gonna get some now.
Oh, you gonna get some?
Yes, you are.
Oh boy, look, that southern accent saying, "Oh, you're gonna get it." That just revs the engine, man. Season 2 is mostly the setup for the return of
that works.
Garrow. They needed to finish it out like they did, so they didn't sit spanning what comes next. I mean, maybe. I don't know the anime, or I don't know the manga. So I couldn't really tell you what they're actually planning for us. I'll just take your word for it. The last manga I read was, I think, part of Berserk. I tried to redo the healer hero, and then I realized this is just a bunch of porn, and I got bored. It's like, there are other things I can do in my time. Oh, god dang it, pirates. Why did you have to do this to me, pirate people? Look at all the pirate people. Boom, 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 boom. I read Berserk so I could know what happened to it since they never properly finished the anime. Well, they can't. They can't finish the anime. The anime was... Oh, hold on, which anime? You have the classic actual anime, and then you have the...
Right here.
The CGI version. And those two are very different things. Intern Jamal. Knock off 2 of those little points. They can finish more of hold on. Save. I read the part where he shows Tatsumaki who's who. I would like to go read the manga, but I've not done it. Fine, screw it, just fire. I'll spend the time to watch Vinland Saga. The manga goes further than the anime did. They covered multiple arcs between different seasons.
Critical damage.
Look, there is one show that I would like to see, and nobody here is going to agree with me. I would like to see more High School of the Dead. I liked that show. I thought it was fun. It wasn't anything special, but it was good. But I am going into it with a little expectation.
Done first.
You have to, right? Because like if you go into something expecting it to be amazing, you're probably going to be disappointed. Like I started watching One Punch Man with pretty much zero expectation. High School of the Dead was okay, but it's 100% fan service. Yeah, but I still enjoyed it for what it was. Like, you know, don't take it too seriously kind of thing, you know? I actually have the actual mangas for those. I actually have the colored volumes of it. And unfortunately, when Daisuke Sato died, they only released the last chapter of it, and then that was it. And I said, well, I'm not getting that again. What would I would love to see as a complete anime of is 3x3 Eyes. I don't. What is that? I don't know what that is. What is that? All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Bye. That'd be great if it happened. The 80s OVAs were beautiful. I don't know what that is. What is that? And look, just because it's fan service doesn't mean it's bad. Okay.
All primary targets have been destroyed.
Time to get the extra money. Would you like to leave money on the table? No. Would you like to know more? Yes.
Got it.
All right, now let's do what we like to call collateral damage.
On it.
Bye. Oof.
One last structure.
Used to say about that about Bastard, and then they actually made a new anime of it, and I was like, man, I'll watch it later. Still haven't. It's a manga where there's a race of immortal demons, and the main male character becomes the woo of one of these. The woo. What is the woo? That sounds like something that I don't know anything about. What is the woo? I know the woo from Dynasty Warriors, but what is the woo? Bye.
That there's a kill.
Alright, so what was the point of me doing all this? Oh yeah, there's another pirate. Where's the pirate? She's trying to become human and prevent the most powerful of her race from taking over the world. But there's a bunch of immortal demons, so... Alright, where's this last pirate? Pirate? Pirate?
Standing by.
Pirate? Oh, wait. Oh, there it is. Jeez, it's right in front of my face. What the hell?
Ready for orders.
Yeah, but what is the woo, though? Like, what is the context of that word? A woo is the guardian of these demons, and they become immortal and unkillable themselves since their soul is bonded with the demon.
Commander.
Oh, one of those things. Bah! Oh, that's why I love the Hunchback. It's just a mech killer. It doesn't have much ammo, but it can do a lot of damage.
Mission successful.
It's like Demon Slayer for me. Demon Slayer, I started watching it, and then I realized every episode was the same, and how every demon was just a victim, and I hated it. Like, it's okay to have a bad guy. It's okay. You can have a bad guy. It's alright. You can have a bad guy. It's gonna be fine. But they can't do that. They can't just have a bad guy. They have bad... No. In Demon Slayer, every single bad guy is actually a good guy, and I hate that. It's like, oh no, I'm just a victim. It's like, bro, you enjoyed murdering and slaughtering people, and now that you're dead, now you're like, oh, but wait, I didn't really enjoy it. And I was like, shut the hell up. This is dumb. They aren't victims at all. 3x3 Eyes is that kind of 80s and the early 90s anime that is in the vibe of those demon in your high school themed, like Blue Seed or Doomed Megalopolis, or even... I can't read that. I'm not even going to try. It's like I'm just give up. Not even going to try. Let's see. What's another one that I enjoy? Oh, Blue Gender. I would love to see a remake of Blue Gender. I liked Blue Gender. It was a bit too Japanesey at certain points, but I enjoyed it for what it was. Japanese high school shows with extra spicy scenes here and there.
Good to go.
That is 3x3 Eyes. Okay. I may have to give it a shot.
Mech warrior training complete.
Ready for orders.
Intern Jamal moving up in the world there, guys.
Training complete.
There's nothing spicy at 3x3 Eyes. Well, then what's the point? Half the point of anime is the fan service, isn't it? This was pre-excessive fan service. Well, that doesn't mean anything. How about Code Geass? Does anybody remember Code Geass? I bet nobody does. Like, oh my god, that weird show. I was like, yeah, it's weird. I enjoyed it. For what it was, I enjoyed it. Blue Gender needed some cleanup. It did. And I don't even know, is there a manga for it? I liked Geass. Geass was good. I watched it way too much, though. I ruined it for myself. Do you remember Eureka 7? I don't remember seeing it. I've seen it. The one where they command people with the eye powers, right? Well, hold on. So, Paulie, it's not that they command people. It's that there's different powers for each person. And so Lelouch's power was the ability to command people, and they have to follow that order. But if I'm not mistaken, you could only do it once. Once that command was done, you couldn't use it again. And so people that were under his control, he had to keep them there in order to get them to use their command. Yeah. And so that power was limited, whereas like other people's powers were unlimited or in some capacity, but they didn't affect people. So yeah, Lelouch could tell everybody to do one command. That command, if I'm not mistaken, could be complicated. So it could be very, very in-depth. It could even be delayed. So you could use it on somebody to like be a sleeper agent, and then at a certain point activate, right? Which I think he does at some point in the show, but don't. Okay, I want to buy this medium pulse leader so goddamn bad because I never find them. Ooh, PBC Plus. Yeah, Gios was one of those intrigue shows. It was good. I liked it. It was good, except for the creepy weird nerd girl, which I thought was very strange. The creepy weird nurse. I'm gonna buy it.
New weapon systems
I'll buy it.
available.
The creepy nerd girl who like has an obsession with. Oh, what was her name? One of the main characters just had an absolute obsession with her to the point where she starts like she starts jacking off in like the conference room where she sits. I was like, what is this scene? It's so out of place. Yeah, wasn't there that one creepy girl that platonically loved? No, not platonically. Not platonically. There was no platonic in that. It was like straight up, or some princess. Yeah, no, it's exactly right. Yeah, and then she literally arms a nuclear weapon to try and kill Lelouch, and then I forget how he actually wins, but like they stop her, and I want to say they kill her, or no, she can't get the nuke working. She actually doesn't get the nuke working, but she quite literally she builds a nuclear weapon in the high school. And then when Lelouch is there, threatens to blow them all up. And people are like, hey, maybe you shouldn't do that. And she's like, oh, I'll do it, all right. I'll do it for, like, the princess. And he's like, you're not going to help the princess. Like, seriously, you should probably put that down. Oh, my God. Please let me fight for the Taurians or something. I mean, I guess I could. Because I mean, Taurians have some good stuff in the area. I don't want to lose access to it. Because once the game, once you get to the late game, you're not going to get it again. Because once they hate you, the Taurians are not going to work with you again. Play a friendly game. Yeah, I don't want to do that. But yeah, there's the creepy chick that decides that she's going to she's going to just jack off in the conference room, which is, I mean, I guess bold move. I guess Taurians did not sign the Ares conventions, did they? And for good goddamn reason.
Sure thing.
The Taurians are the only ones that had any goddamn sense.
We're nearly broke, Commander.
No, we're not. We're fine. We have a whole 7 days. Besides, the Ares conventions were a bunch of measly, mealy-mouthed people pretending that they had rules and morals, and the Taurians were honest and said, look, war doesn't have rules. Real war doesn't have rules. And it may suck, and it may be awful, but at least we don't have rules. So when you come knocking on our door, expect that good old Cyclone B.
Those upgrades you asked for are online.
Alright, so now I'm apparently running out of money, which is not good, but that's okay. Conventions to basically keep themselves from becoming massive dicks, mostly. No, the hell did I come back to? You came back to talk some genocide. Alright, so hopefully they got something we can work with. No orbital nuking. Well, nominally. No outright orbital nukings. You could use a little bit of nukes. Just a little bit. Just sometimes. Okay, so apparently I can't work for them at all. So I guess I'm just going to fight the Taurians at every step of the way here. So I guess that's all I got. And I guess I'm just going to become friends of the Federated Suns. Because apparently I can't work for the Taurians at all in their own backyard. What about our left nukes? Exactly. No orbital nuke. Oh, good lord. Oh, good lord. Manufacturing. Oh, capture base. Defend base. Ooh, defend base. Defend base. Assassinate. Assassinate. Let's see. Hunchback. Oh, we're missing a mech. That's not good. And this is an assassination mission, which means rifleman. And let's put, no, beach ball goes in the, no, let's do beach ball and she has piercing shot. She's got gunnery 9. Okay, so glitch, you're in the rifleman. Hunchback, you're going to be the open, so we don't need that. We need the Black Knight. Don't you want your star system to be exempt from orbital nuking if you piss off a local monarch? No. No, see, here's the thing. If I'm the Taurians, look, the Taurians are my favorite group. I like the Taurians. The Taurian Concordat, I love their logo. I love their story. Yeah, it's like, oh, but they don't do anything. It's like, well, the Inner Sphere makes sure they don't do anything. Because in reality, if they were actually left to their own devices, they would be the only superpower there. Most of the IS wants that exemption. Well, that's because they kept doing it to each other. So they just agreed not to do it to each other. The problem is that they didn't actually hold most of those rules anyway. And as soon as they had the opportunity to not do it, they did it. Commander, the criminal raptor should be nearby. The target should be supported by Taurian forces, but we have no contractual obligation to engage them. Oh, okay. This is a hit and run. If you prefer, just kill the target and get out. Get on it, Commander. Hell yeah. Let's do it. Wow. Apparently my missile boat can move.
Got it.
On my way.
Look.
If I were planning an ambush, this is where...
Actually, I should probably move them up to the ridge line. Yeah, let's move them to the ridge line. Oh, I can just walk up. Okay, so it's not really much of a ridge line. It's not much of a ridge line if I can just walk across it. And you are living somewhere in the galaxy. No orbital nuke worries. Well, look, the idea is that if I was living in this universe... Okay, so you want that exemption then if you live in the 31st century. Okay, I'm not dumb enough to believe that... see... Nuclear weapons on a galactic scale would obviously be a choice because you don't have the military to take a planet. I mean, you know, we don't have the army to take a planet. We just don't. We have the army to take a country at best, maybe, sort of. We don't have the actual military to take on a planet. Nukes would be your only option. So that makes sense. Doing a ground war without... that would be absolutely retarded. We agree then. The people of the IS have spoken. The people of the IS do not want orbital nuking for all peoples, except for those that don't sign. Except Taurians. Taurians don't count. Exactly. Taurians aren't people up until you realize they too have guns. If we disarm the periphery, they won't fight back. Oh, wait.
I've got a sensor.
Hey, look, it's a Jenner. Exactly. Taurians aren't people.
Good to go.
Up until you realize that the Taurians also have guns. And then the Taurians say, hippity hoppity, get off my property, and then back it up with nuclear weapons.
Orders.
And that tends to throw people through a loop. The Taurians are like Europeans. They are people. You shut your whore mouth. The Taurians are more people than anybody in the Inner Sphere. And most of the clans too. A Jenner? Exactly. You have brought a Jenner, surface dwellers? I will soon turn your Jenner into scrap metal.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Like, you just hear an open comm channel when the Jenner goes down, and it's just... and then, just goes dead. Taurians, the humanoid cow people. Yes. Yes. The humanoid cow people. The ones that literally go, we have nuclear weapons too, and we also don't like you. Taurians are a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. I'm not triggered. Look. All right, I'm trying to make this song work now. I'm a Taurian. That sounds like a cow. I'm a Taurian. Ozzy.
I'm hit. Oh, I'm hit.
Cows would be an upgrade. No, they're bulls. No, don't shoot that. Don't shoot that. They're Schwein. 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 Don't shoot the rifleman. God dang it.
I'm here.
Okay. First things first. What's over there? That is a javelin. Okay, second off. You're covered. I'm trying to think of a song now for the Taurians. I'm a Taurian. Bye! The insta-kill machine, the rifleman. This is why the rifleman is superior in all things. The rifleman is the greatest mech we have. On the 8th day, God gave us the rifleman, okay?
My armor is getting ripped off.
Well, intern Jamal, you should probably do something about that. Turn your back to someone if the rifleman is so great. Okay, first off, if your argument is, well, I can't turn my back on it and live, the rifleman is a good Western show. I wouldn't know.
Yes, Commander.
Hold on, is it Hell on Wheels that does the talk to the Native Americans about how their sacred land isn't very sacred? You can sneeze on a rifleman's back. You can! And they even have that ability to 180 their guns. Get cultured, Myth. I refuse. I have seen your culture and I reject it. Bye! Racist. It's only racist a little bit, okay? Oh, look, it's another little, Stop shooting the rifleman! Myth hates the natives a little. It's only a little. It's only a little racist. Look, I don't want to know about your Michael Jordan sneakers, your KFCs, your Whataburgers. Look, this all just... It just screams and reeks. It's only racist if the color's mixed. Wow! So what does that make me? No. No.
That shot just great.
That's okay. You can try to shoot the archer. He did not go there. Oh, it's a Vulcan. That's what's shooting at me. Okay.
Commander.
Look, you
Waiting on you, Commander.
you take your horrible nightmare monstrosities and you leave me out of it, okay? Bye, Javelin.
Firing everything I've got.
It's like I'm not racist. I'm dating a Japanese. Yeah, I can't be racist. I've dated a Jew once. Does that count? Just to embrace the products of miscegenation. Wow. That is a word. That is a word I'm not... Okay, look. My 3 brain cell brain, I don't think can actually keep up with that kind of a word. That is a good word. It's a word that I don't know. Miscegenation. Myth, never. I mean, never make fun of Whataburger. Look, it's owned by a company now that resides in Indiana. It's not really... It's not Whataburger anymore. I'm sorry. Whataburger used to be something great. Now it's something middling at best. The title says it all. You'll confuse them. The title says it all. You got a nice rack. What can I say? You got a nice set of rotary autocannons there, buddy. Mm-hmm. Dual barrels, too. I wonder if I'm talking about the rifleman. Alright, so we need to knock out another one of these little bastards. Let's try to knock out that javelin. Is the javelin, or what is this? The locust, sorry. Locust. Bye! Perfect. I don't need to kill the Taurians, but, I mean, when in Rome. Do it's the Romans. Or not, I mean, depends. I mean, Rome fell because people didn't, they didn't care. Sure, but then it makes him feel bad for what he said. Hold on. Don't use multi-syllable words for Myth. That's not true. You can use multi-syllable words. I just won't understand them. Anything above a 4-letter word and my brain starts to hurt. I don't care if you do or don't kill them. Just don't sing that Barbie song while doing it. I'm a Tory, yeah. So I need to think of a song now. Did you just punch a missile boat? That seems like a bad decision. We'll become an earworm. Okay, hold on. There was a movie back when I was a kid that my mom was watching, and it scared the ever-living crap out of me. And it was this guy with ferrets, and he was the hero. But then there was this other dude that got like something stuck in his ear, and it turned him into a crazy psychotic killing machine. And he was strapped down on a table. They put the little earworm in his ear. And then he tried to hunt down the ferret. It was like some kind of 80s movie. I have no idea what it was, but ever since then, I've actually kind of wondered what that was. And now that I have the power of the internet and people that may know this, Star Trek... No, it wasn't Star Trek 2. I know. I would have known Star Trek 2. It would have been... It was not Star Trek 2.
Scored a critical hit.
My mom, I think, told me the title of it, but I don't think I remember. I don't think I really knew what it was, so it just kind of went in one ear and out the other. Stop shooting the archer. The archer is valuable, unlike all of you people.
Armor low.
And I mean all of you Torians. Overheat my ass. There we go. Jeez, still nothing.
Orders.
What do you mean, you people? I mean the Torians, obviously.
Engaging.
Ah! God dang it. What do you mean, you people?
Failed to connect.
Yeah, fucker. Based on what I've just told you, tell me what movie I was talking about, because I don't know. Alright, let's hit him with that. What did you say? There's a movie from like the 80s or the 90s where there's a hero that has ferrets,
Enemy mech. Critical
and the
damage
ferrets kind of help him
detected.
weed stuff out and like find stuff, and then
Flanking.
Beast. Wow, didn't even wait. Just Beastmaster. just I wasn't even through. Just Beastmaster. And I remember after seeing that movie, or at least part of it, I was like, I like ferrets, but I don't like that guy that had the earwig. You know? Beast, just, he, like, it's like, hey, what's this movie that had the monsters under the bed? You're like, this one. He also has a tiger and an eagle. Well, I only saw the ferrets, and I was like, ferrets are cool. And then I saw that dude with, like, the mask on his head, and the thing that went in his ear, and I was like, those are terrible. I hate worms. Whatever those things are awful. I don't want to have, I want nothing to do with those.
Roger.
Well, why wasn't the tiger or the eagle helping him out at that point? Good lord. I guess I should watch the movie and find out, because I don't know.
Target's taken a critical hit.
Hell yeah. Reminds me of The Faculty, but I don't think they had earworms in that. It was more like aquatic aliens that turn into spiders or some monster thing. What? Shermith, don't ask me either. I did ask you! I asked you, and you said nothing. What do you want from me? It's not my fault you don't answer questions, god dang it. Hold on, okay, the Vulcan's out in the open, god dang it. Okay, hold on.
What can I do for you? Got it.
They turned into a series in the 90s. Oh, did they? I don't know that. Okay, here we go.
Got it.
Yes! Bye, Vulcan. They did. He didn't have all the beasts right away. Oh, I thought that was the end of the movie, though. But maybe I'm misremembering. I mean, you know, again, like once my mom actually showed me the horrible monstrosities, I don't think that I was allowed to continue watching it.
Move order confirmed.
Probably for good reason. That was probably a good idea.
All weapons. Go.
Poor baby Myth, and seeing horrible things like ferrets being hunted by a man with a giant steel mask on,
Solid connection. That one.
trying to kill. Then there was she. I don't even know what that means. Those were words. I understand that they're words. I have no idea what you're trying to tell me. Myth saw Friday the 13th series, and his mom was like, "Nope." What was that? What was that one weird? Oh no, Jeepers Creepers.
Destroyed.
Jeepers Creepers. Remember that movie? Oh, look, a javelin.
Receiving you.
The first movie was alright. I wouldn't know. The sequel sucked. Look, it's just an undead vampire. But it's a Frankenstein vampire. Or he saw Friday the 13th and then wanted to play hockey. No, I saw some horror movies and I said, I need a gun. And that's what I did. I said, wow, that's terrible. I'm glad that I am chambered in 5.56. This series literally had nothing to do with the movies. As you do. I mean, that's the right way to do it, right? You want your series to have literally nothing to do with your source material. That was the 90s way, wasn't it? The 90s and, like, 80s way. Here's this thing that everybody knows. We're going to make a movie off of it.
Here we go.
Is it going to be anything, like, similar to the movie? Or, no, not at all.
Yeah.
They entirely baked off the name. Well, that's literally everything, right? I think I remember reading Indian in the Cupboard when I was a kid, and, like, I saw the movie, and I was like, this is very little to do with the book, you know? The series was the 80s IIRC. Wait, what? No, don't go away, Jaeger Mech. I might need you one day. Oh, a blackjack.
Ready for orders.
Medium lasers, I'm burning underground. Medium lasers are blowing all around. God dang it. Oh, there we go. No, the end of the cupboard and the sequel were very faithful to the books. I thought, hold on. Maybe I'm misremembering. It's been so long, maybe I'm misremembering the books that I read. But I remember reading books, and I was like, this has very little to do with the actual, like, this is nothing. This has nothing to do with this. I've only got 10 ultra auto cannon shots. Let's maybe use it on the blackjack. Oh, wait, hold on. One here. One here.
Line them up and I'll shoot them down,
There we go.
Commander.
Well, millennials only know remakes, no originality, or good thought process. Hence, Myth's chimp brain. First off, sir, I see good things all the time. I know a good set of titties when I see one. Yeah, Friday the 13th series ran from 1987 to 1990.
Reporting.
Smooth brain is where it's at, man. I don't gotta think about nothing no more. If I just simply turn my brain off, then I'm good. Your tits don't count, Myth. God dang it! Looking in the mirror doesn't count. What was some other stuff like that came out as a kid? Let's see here. Stop shooting the Black Knight. Black Knights are meant to be jousted and or fought in melee. Myth is like, I should work out as he's playing with his tits. Like, yeah. Somebody should do something about these. As they're flopping around on the treadmill.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Look, sometimes, you know, when you play too hard with somebody else's titties, they don't want you to play with them anymore. And then what do you have to do? You have to play with your... Oh, God, that's so depressing. Oh, my God. Oh, man. If I make too much fun of myself, I'm gonna he's like, what the fuck? Well, you started it. I'm just finishing it. That's what she said. Oh, this is a great way to go out, too, because this is the last fight of the night.
What can I do for you?
Alright, you know what, let's see. Intern Jamal, we're gonna shoot down the blackjack. If they get bored of you playing with your titties, you're doing it wrong. Not bored of it. I didn't say bored. Or did I say bored? I don't remember anymore. It's getting too late. Alright, I need you to cool down, Ms. Rifleman, with your literally awesome rack. Bored, tired, unhappy. I don't know, man. Sometimes they get sensitive. You never know. They get chapped in the cold.
Commander.
Warm them up. See, no, but then that takes time and effort, man. You go straight in. Careful, Myth might be getting ideas for a live stream. Twist my nipples harder. Oh my God, I love the rifleman. Just murder everything. It doesn't have a lot of health, but man, it hits everything hard. Myth's first hot tub live stream face reveal. Yep, for my first face reveal, I will show you my penis with googly eyes. Now, watch me sing the Torian song. The Torian song. While gyrating. Oh my God. I see Waffles' tits. I'll put one googly eye on each nipple as I dance around naked in a hot tub. And I'm like, these aren't pasties, these are nipples. What are you talking about? If you ever see Myth stream categorized as just chatting, run away. I've done a just chatting stream before. We talked about, what was it, Sam Hentman or whatever? The nuclear waste guy. Because I thought he was so goddamn funny, and it was just so over the top I couldn't handle it. I was laughing too hard. And every single news article that came out about him, I was just laughing harder. And I just could not resist making fun of a man who deals in nuclear waste and cannot stop immolating his own life into the ground. That's a man in name only. That's true. That is fair. It's a bald man who shaves his head, dresses as a woman, and then goes in front and talks to elementary school children with his boyfriend who's in doggy play mode, in a dog suit and everything, while he has a dog collar and a leash. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh my god. Whoever chose him for that job should be put out of the pasture. I'm scared. I was too. But holy crap, was that funny. Oh my god. Oh, there was... Okay, look, I haven't shown you another video. So, okay, here's the thing. Occasionally, I will go into the dark recesses of the internet because there's funny things that happen there. And there was one that was really funny, and it was about a documentary of an Australian man. And the fact, Myth, you find it funny. Oh, it's hilarious, dude. Like, you cannot tell me that's not funny. There was a documentary of an Australian. He was like, what do you want to call it? Like, he was a gay man, but he would do like, he was a gay prostitute in Australia, and there was a guy who filmed him. And it's one of the most awkward things ever because there's this scene that opens up with this dude just tied to a cross. His face, or he's got a face mask on. He is chained to a cross with his underwear on. There's nothing else. It's this chunky dude. And the gay prostitute, God, I can't even describe it, is describing what he's about to do. And he's about to shove his fist up this man's ass. And the cameraman is just quietly just watching. And he's like, okay, you're going to have to leave now. But before he does, he watches this gay prostitute put on a elbow-length glove and then dip it in, like, Crisco. And you just hear the sound of a crinkly, lubed up glove. And that's when the guy turns to the cameraman and says, you have to leave now. And the cameraman doesn't turn the camera off. And no. He backs away without turning his back to the gay prostitute. And you see the door close while the camera's still focused on him. And then he puts the camera down. And he doesn't stop filming. But he has a microphone still live in there. And you hear the guy go, okay, I'm going to insert it 1, 2, 3. And like you just hear the guy just go, oh! And this part's not the funny part, but I'm laughing because of the part that comes afterwards. And it's the fact that the afterwards, the guy comes downstairs and he is then rationalizing his behavior. He's like, this is completely normal. This is completely natural to what? And it's like, what? Tying a guy to a cross and shoving your arm up his ass? And there's shit on the floor as he's cleaning shit into a bucket. And I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know. But you sure you're not gay? Look. Oh, man. There's some things in life that are too funny to pass up. And boy, was that funny. Because it's the way the guy says it, it's the way the guy reacts, and the way that the cameraman just quietly just doesn't say anything. There are no questions, but he is talking to the cameraman because he knows there are questions. And all the questions come down to, what the fuck is wrong with you? And it's like, there's nothing natural. There's nothing unnatural about tying a man to a cross and then having shit and blood all over it. That's a completely normal and natural thing to want. And I'm like, what? Oh, as you sit there cleaning up your shit bucket. I was not even talking about people that I occasionally will follow online just to see what happens. Or like that dude, what was his name? He I forget his name, but now he lives in like a metal shack in like Argentina or something. He went from being a dipshit in the United States to being a dipshit overseas in like cartel country. Oh man. Oh. If I find the video, I'll definitely get a clip of it, and I'll play it just for Fokker because it's hilarious. Because it is just. It's just like, it's so over the top. Why you? Because it's funny. And because you started it. What the fuck did I do to you? As you say to me, you were bored. But I'm glad we could end it on such a high note, for the love of God. You know, I was going to talk about something else, but now I'll just save it for, I'll save it for Ron. I'll save the really cursed stuff that I was going to talk about today. I'll save it for Ron. Because if you think that was cursed, that ain't nothing. There's always worse. There's always worse. And I just happen to go fight. Jesus, BG3 is going to be lit. That's because Ron and I have this problem. And that problem is going to be the fact that Ron will want to play the game, and I will want to antagonize him the entire time. Oh, anyway, thank you all very much for watching. This Wednesday we are not playing Ready or Not. We are playing Baldur's Gate 3. Now I have never played Baldur's Gate anything, so speaking of antagonizing. I have not played Baldur's Gate anything. I have never played Baldur's Gate 3. I have seen the introduction. If I had the game, you wouldn't like it. Of Baldur's Gate? Why not? So, I am hoping that it'll be a lot of fun. I'm under the impression that the first third of the game is not great. I literally try and kill every romantic interest. Well, that doesn't mean I'm not going to do that. Who knows? I haven't played D&D since I was a kid, so I'll take it back. I've played like a few things here and there, but anyway, I don't know if it follows the rule sets or not. Their sex craze bullshit of the game is annoying. Okay, so what you're trying to tell me is try to have sex with the guy in bear form. Like, become a bear, try to have sex with that one dude. Got it. Nailed it. Got it. That's one scene that I know of exists because it was all over the internet. So try to be the bear and try to widen that guy's hole by at least a few inches. But yeah, so we'll see what Baldur's Gate 3 is. We'll see if I like it or not. It's overbearing. Oh God, stop. Stop it. So thank you all very much for watching. I will see you all again soon. Have a good night.